Hi, I'm Barb,
I'm Randine.
I'm Nessa.
and this is our Sclero-What Adventures. Welcome, everyone. Happy Scleroderma Awareness Month. You guys, we have been coming to you every single day for the entire month of June for Scleroderma Awareness Month, bringing you scleroderma stories. We believe that the best way for you to learn about scleroderma is from the people that live with it on a daily basis. And we are coming to the end of that, you guys. And so we hope you will tune in with us. Stay tuned for our last few days. And you guys, we saved the best for last. What can I say? So welcome, Nessa, for joining us today. Thank you so much, girl, for being here with us.
Yes.
And where's she from, Barb?
And where are you from, Nessa?
I'm from Jamaica.
You are from Jamaica, but where do you live right now, though?
I live in Salisbury, North Carolina.
Yes. But today you're joining us from Maryland. You're from all over the world. Jamaica, North Carolina, Maryland, everywhere, right?
I'm getting there. My hope is to travel somewhat later on when things are better.
Yeah. And you want to travel to Iowa and Minnesota to see us too?
Sure.
She's moving to Minnesota to be a teacher. What are you talking about?
I was going to say, only come visit us in the summer, Nessa.
Yes, for sure.
All right. Well, tell us, what form of scleroderma were you diagnosed with?
I was diagnosed with systemic sclerosis in 2009.
2009. And what were some of your first symptoms that led you to even go to the doctor in the first place?
Well, I was having extreme sweaty hands, and then eventually I noticed they started getting blue. And so the dermatologist referred me to a rheumatologist. And then that's when I learned about Raynaud's, and then they diagnosed me in 2009. Yes. And then other symptoms. I think the first symptoms that started after that was acid reflux.
Acid reflux, yeah. And that was, you were in Jamaica at the time?
Yeah, I was.
Yes. Yes. And is it easy to get into a specialist in Jamaica?
Yes, by referral.
By referral, yes. And so even with did your dermatologist think that it was scleroderma, or the dermatologist didn't know and just referred you on to the rheumatologist?
At that time, I was pretty young, so it was more my mom took me to the rheumatologist at that time. So like I didn't get the explanation. Okay. Yeah, and I don't remember quite that much. I was trying to ask her this morning, so I'd be able to share, but yeah. I think that's what he thought with the blueness of my fingers.
Yes, yeah. So has your mom been a huge advocate and helped you through this whole thing?
Yeah, my whole family has been. My sister, I have a sister and a brother, older brother and older sister. And yeah, I've gotten them into it. So yeah, like especially now they share pictures, scleroderma pictures for me and things like that.
Yeah, it's wonderful to have the family support, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
Yeah. Well, tell us, what is one thing that you would tell your pre-diagnosis self?
I probably would have told her to eat healthier. And it's the same thing I tell myself now, never give up.
No matter what. No matter what. Absolutely. Absolutely. And what is one blessing that scleroderma has brought into your life?
It has made me a really strong person. After dealing with my father's death, it was a bit rough. That was something hard to deal with. And then it was at the same time I learned about the illness. So it made me, I think, super strong. So that like anything that's challenging now, it reminds me, it comes in the way and reminds me that, you know, you're strong, you're made for this. And I try to encourage other people to think that way as well. Because even with scleroderma, I always say to myself that there are other people out there that's experiencing worse symptoms. So I should never complain. You know, it's rough. So that's what keeps me going.
I love your comment. We're made for this. Like that just really speaks volumes to obviously your inner strength. And I love that. I love that. So tell us, Nessa, what does Scleroderma Awareness Month mean to you?
Because it's so rare, I think people should know about it. And I think there are people out there who experience the same thing, but maybe have no idea or don't have the resources to find out what it is. So us spreading awareness might help someone out there.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And what is one thing about scleroderma that you would want everyone to know?
It's not easy. It's not easy. And it's just something you have to get to know because individually we're different. We experience different things.
Yes. Yeah. Well, one thing that's really interesting to me is, and that I think is great for everyone to know too, is obviously you're from Jamaica, like the Caribbean, like that. It's kind of actually interesting, very interesting for me to know that even someone in the Caribbean where it's warm all the time can still have Raynaud's and can still have scleroderma. And it's not just a northern cold disease, that it doesn't matter where you're at, where you're from, it can happen to anyone.
And funny enough, when I was in Jamaica, I knew nobody that had it. I know there were persons there, but I didn't get to connect with anybody. And then since joining support groups on Facebook, I met someone who lives in Montego Bay, Jamaica, and we now talk on the phone. So that's good.
That is very good. Oh, social media is fabulous for a lot of good things, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Absolutely. All right, girl, are you ready? Are you ready for the fun part of your interview?
I hope so.
All right, Randine, take it away.
So Random Randine questions. Before you were diagnosed with scleroderma in your younger years, were you a fast runner?
Oh no, sports wasn't my thing. In high school, I tried tennis. My parents tried a lot of things, but it just didn't work. I was more a dancer. That's what I was into.
Oh,
creative dancing.
Well, the reason
I would still keep doing it now, but because of my lungs, I can't.
Oh, for sure. That's why I said before scleroderma, when you were younger. Well, the reason I asked is because I did a little Google research and I found out Jamaica is known for their fast runners. They have the fastest runners on the earth. I also found out you did say you like to listen to music, and Jamaica produces the most music per capita. I also found out you guys have the most churches.
That's true.
Do you attend church? You don't have to.
Yes, I did in Jamaica. Yeah, I did in Jamaica. I did up until COVID up here as well.
Do they have churches online from Jamaica?
Yeah. Yes, they do.
So you could attend
and I
church.
do watch. Yeah, I do watch a few.
Yeah, that's what Barb does. She attends church online.
Yeah, that's what I'm with you, Nessa. I attended church too until COVID, and I haven't been back since. And I'm just so grateful for online church.
Yeah,
like what a huge blessing that has been.
Are you a rum drinker?
The way you say it. I'm not a drinker, but I will have it.
Have rum?
Did you find out something about or rum?
Yes.
I was gonna say there's got to be something with Jamaican rum. Honestly, she's got to be going somewhere here, Nessa.
Vanessa, I don't drink at all. And there I run into her in the liquor store. That happens like yesterday. I had to stop at the liquor store. We were at a Miller Lite. So I go in there and you run into like family, just people you know, and they're like, oh, it's weird you see me here because I'm never here. You're at the liquor store. It's okay. No judgment here. Because that is the, what do I want to say? You guys choose, you have the most rum bars.
And also, or rum has the most percentage of alcohol in it as well. So it's really good.
What do you mix with your rum drinks that you barely drink?
Look at her. I think she froze up.
She did.
Yeah,
Either she froze up or she's drinking the rum right now.
No. You see me now, right?
We see you now, Nessa.
Yeah.
So what do you make?
There are a lot of rum companies as well.
Mm-hmm.
Do you do like Coca-Cola with your rum? Do you do pineapple juice with your rum?
Everything. The resorts are known for their mixes. They have some really good mixes with some really unique names as well. I'll tell you those off there.
Off the air. Barb, are you a rum drinker?
Oh yeah, I think anything with rum is better. Like, yes.
And cranberries. Are you into cranberries, Vanessa?
I drink the juice and sometimes I'll eat
With the
dry
rum.
cranberry. Oh, that I've had that mix. It's good.
Yeah, it says Jamaica is the top consumer of cranberries too.
Really?
Last but not least, have you ever went bobsledding before?
No.
Because that's pretty big in Jamaica too.
Yes, no, I haven't. There's actually somewhere called Mystic Mountain. If you ever get to visit Jamaica, it's in Ocho Rios, and they do have, it's like a ride where you go down the slopes through the hills in a bobsled. I've yet to go there, but yeah, I would encourage anybody to go and try it.
Nice. And Barb, you've never bobsled.
I've never bobsled.
She did. And Vanessa, maybe you need to do this in the United States. In New Mexico, they have the white sands, and you can go take a sled and go sledding in the white sand.
In the white what?
In the White Sands National Park in New Mexico.
Oh.
So
Okay.
I thought that would be perfect for us, Nessa, because we don't like the cold. I thought White Sands sledding would be ideal because it would be hot, the desert, the sand. No. Don't. No, that's not how it is. Just so you know, the sand is cold and be prepared for it if you ever do it.
Well, and they told us it was because it was March too.
Yeah.
Time of the year.
Exactly. Yeah, we didn't go in the summertime. It was spring. So yes. Yes.
And my last random Randine question for you. You're a teacher, so what is the best laugh that a student has ever given you? That you just like couldn't even compose yourself. You just laughed and laughed and laughed.
Could you repeat that again? Sorry.
What is the best laugh a student, because you're a first grade teacher, has ever given you? Where you just giggle so much you can't even stop.
There's just so many to remember.
There's too many to remember.
Most times the laugh comes when they're not talking directly to me, but I'm overhearing their conversations with each other.
Mm-hmm.
And at 6 and 7-year-olds, sometimes the things they talk about, you wouldn't expect a child. But just off the top of my head, them calling me mom instead of miss by accident.
Yeah, that is funny.
And then realizing, and then they're like, oh, I'm sorry. But I answer just the same.
Yeah,
Either way, exactly.
that is cute. Well, that's all I have for Random Randine. Thank you so much. Oh, and I do want to mention, we did talk a little bit about food in Jamaica food, and Barb learned that the specialty there is like an oxen tail. And Barb is like, how do they serve that? It's not a long tail that comes on your plate, is it?
Did you look it up?
And Vanessa's like, no.
I haven't looked it up yet, Nessa, but Nessa's gonna send a picture of oxtail so that we can see what oxtail looks like to be
Mhm.
eaten. And we can't wait until we go to Maryland and we can go to Nessa's cousin's restaurant out there where they serve Jamaican food, and we're gonna have all
Oh,
the
yeah.
specialties there, right?
It's called
Yeah.
Irie Cafe.
Irie Cafe.
Irie
Okay.
Cafe. In what town in Maryland?
Hold on, Uche.
Capitol Heights, Maryland.
Capitol Heights, Maryland.
Capitol Heights, Maryland. So if you want some awesome Jamaican food, go to Irie Cafe.
Irie Cafe.
Irie Cafe. Awesome. Thank you so much, Nessa, for joining us today. Thank
Yeah,
you,
it was a pleasure.
everyone. We have a couple more days of Scleroderma Awareness Month. Stay tuned and have a great day today. Thanks, everybody.
Bye.